Good morning guys, welcome back to the vlog. We're still here in Melbourne, Australia. It is our official last day off here in Melbourne, so we thought we'd just film and vlog this day just to show you guys what one of our typical days off did look like here on a working holiday visa. A lot of you guys have been messaging us through Instagram, through our blog, to find out what's the best place to come on a working holiday visa in Australia and how we've managed to save up enough money to be able to continuously travel for the next few months. So we'll be talking to you guys a little bit more about this later in the video. For now though, we're off to the vegan shack to go shoot a few more photos for them before we leave, and then we're gonna be going on and just kind of exploring the city, showing you guys what we do on a typical day off, and yeah.
So it's 16 degrees in Melbourne. 5 days to go for the Burks. Yes, finally chose her outfit. Ready?
Ready. Floor 0. Door opening.
Open. Found the dog club. There's so many dogs in Melbourne.
Yes, how many dogs are there in
So
Melbourne?
many.
Everybody has a dog in Melbourne.
Okay.
Alright, we have arrived at the vegan shack.
Hello strangers. How are you?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we just finished shooting. Now we're gonna eat. Yas is gonna have the abalone toast.
Yeah.
How excited are you?
Busted. You know how it is.
Joy?
You know, 6 days. Well deserved.
Alright, superstars.
Alright. See you guys.
See you guys.
See you soon.
So we just finished up at the vegan shack. Did some photos for the burgers, for the brekkie. Now we're gonna go to shoot some photos for our Instagram at a new cafe that we found. Where is it?
Le Rouleur.
It's in Abbotsford, so I think we just gotta take one tram up and we should be there soon. Alright guys, just made it. Look how cute this place is, and they have a dog. Oh my god.
Hello. Hello. Hey.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Such a cool spot. Yas is living her best life. No complaints. Just setting up here to do some work. Found this really good cafe. Got some much needed coffee. Yeah, they have everything you would really want. They have a dog. They repair bikes. They have vintage bikes. It's really good light because the roof is like made of plastic. Overall really cute. First time we've been here, but it's a really good find. On the tram here.
Stopping at Berkeley Street. Stop 33.
Yes, once again, can't stay away from dogs. Oh, he's all slobbery. Ugh. Ugh. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back at the apartment. Yas just ran down to the park to do some yoga, so I thought I'd take advantage and give you guys our top tips, like I promised at the beginning of the video, for saving up on our working holiday visa. Very briefly, we got to Australia about 6 months ago with the intent of saving up as much money as we could in 6 months to be able to continue traveling afterwards. We've successfully done this. We've had some good months, some bad months, but in general we found a nice system that's permitted us to save considerable amount of money every single week. We're located in one of the outer suburbs of Melbourne, Australia, more specifically in Camberwell. By living here, by having full-time jobs, doing a bit of side hustle, we've been able to save up about $20,000 between both of us, so 10,000 Australian dollars each over this 6 months, which is going to permit us to travel continuously for another 6 months at least, if not a bit more, depending on what countries we do, obviously. So here are the top tips that we've used that have helped us save up while in Australia. So tip number 1 would be, don't jump on the first job you find. We wasted almost a week, I'd say, doing door-to-door sales when we first got here. We both knew that this wouldn't be a job that we'd be able to do long-term, but we'd say, oh, we might as well give it a try. Long story short, we lasted 2 days, we hated it, wasted our time, and we had to move on to the next, find something better. So if you don't think something's for you, you'll know within an hour. So don't waste your time. Find something that you know you're going to be able to stick with, that you're going to like, that it's a good working environment, and you're going to be a lot happier during your working holiday. Tip number 2 is all about location. So if you're going to be moving to a big city in Australia, obviously the closer you're going to be to the city, higher your rent's going to be. You're going to be spending a lot more money on things like food and public transit as well, probably. So our tip would be, try not to be too close to the city central business district, the CBD, but also don't be too far that you're not going to be able to find enough work. So we found that being in the outer suburbs, maybe about 15-20 kilometers from the city center, you still have a lot of businesses, a lot of restaurants, a lot of sales jobs that you can work, and the rent is a lot cheaper than what it would be downtown. We pay about $2,000 a month, split 4 ways for this apartment. It's two bedrooms, so me and Yas pay $1,000 a month. If we were to be really downtown Melbourne, or even worse, downtown Sydney, we'd be paying close to double that. And finding work preferably close to where you're living is an added bonus, as that's going to mean you're going to be able to save on public transit, because public transit in Melbourne is not cheap. It's about $45, I believe, a week if you get the pass, if you need the pass every day to take the train or the tram. So just remember, location is everything. Tip number 3, don't be afraid to go out and look for a second job. Since me and Yas both work in cafes, we're done our shifts by at the latest 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This permitted me to go work at a bar on Friday, Saturday nights for almost 3 months before I got kind of worn out and decided that it was just not worth transit. It was about 45 minutes away from where we live, but it did help us save a lot of extra money because that second job was paid cash. And yeah, a lot of hospitality jobs are looking for people just for those busy nights, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So just go in, drop your CV off, say, yeah, I'm just available those days. Try to make it work with your schedule. Obviously, don't burn yourself out, but getting a second job paid cash is key, because if your second job is declared, you're going to be getting taxed a lot more in Australia. So the ideal situation is having a first job that's declared, that you get the majority of your hours, and then getting a second job paid cash. The 4th tip is make your passion profitable. So make your skills that you have doing something completely unrelated. So we both work in a cafe, but we've been doing photography and videography for small startups on the side. And this has actually helped us save almost $2,000, I think, over the 6 months that we've been here, doing photography jobs for the cafes we worked at, for their other businesses. People have reached out to us on Instagram. So that's really started to pick up, which we've been really happy about. That is another thing that's helped us out a lot. Tip number 5, and the last one that I've been using for a long time: keep track of everything. Set yourself weekly goals. I keep them on my phone, conveniently located in a little note, which I'll put up on the screen here. So every single week I set myself a goal for how much we want to save between us, and that way I know, first of all, I knew when we'd be able to leave Melbourne, so I was able to have an idea that we'd have to work about 6 months, and every week I'd have a goal to hit. So if I saw I was spending a bit too much, then I'd stop spending. As simple as that. Typically per week I give myself $50 to spend on things that aren't food, accommodation, bills, and necessities. So it could be anything from coffee, movie tickets, anything really, but $50 at most per week. That allowed us to really stay on top of things and be able to put aside considerably more every single week. Hey guys, so I'm heading back out. Gonna go do a quick little workout at the gym. Yas stayed home to do editing our next YouTube video that's gonna be coming up in a few days. I think I'll just talk about this quickly because it ties in with the point we mentioned earlier about how we saved a substantial amount of money in 6 months. Going to the gym is a really good investment because, for me anyways, as long as you use it 4 or 5 times a week, it takes up a decent amount of your time, so that prevents you from going and spending your money on other useless things. Instead of just going out to the movies, you go to the gym, you go, it takes up 2 hours of your night, you come back, you're tired, have something to eat, you go to bed. That's been a great way to save some extra cash. So if you like working out and you're trying to save money, that's a great way to do it. Best part about my gym, free food. All right, that's done. Gotta go pick up some quick groceries and then run back home.
Reminder, this assisted checkout everything. If you have a Flybuys card, please scan it at any time. Please queue for shipping at Coles.
Smoothie's done. Yas made a healthful salad.
A what?
Healthful.
Healthful?
Healthful salad.
Healthy?
Healthy salad. We gotta go back to work tonight. We didn't do our usual day shift at the cafe, but they're having a private function tonight, so we're gonna go work that. It's just a 3-hour shift, but we do those private functions whenever we can because it's a great way to make some extra cash because it's paid cash. But yeah, overall good productive day. Hope that gave an overview of how we spend our typical days off. Usually go to a cafe, try to explore a bit of the city, do some work on photos and videos, stuff like that. And hopefully that also gave you some insight on how we were able to save a little bit of money during the last 6 months and what we've been up to. So yeah, I'm gonna have this snack and we'll probably see you next week.
In the Philippines!
And yeah, so that's that. See you in the next one.